The May dawn painted crescent meadows in golden hues, my resilient suburb alive with spring's wild pulse. I was unloading my hunting gear from a lawful deer hunt on my private, county land when a notice from Karen Miller, HOA tyrant, slapped me with a $5,000 fine for unauthorized hunting, claiming my ranch violated her rules, despite being outside her HOA's reach. Her fine was a gunshot, aimed to control my rights. Karen, who'd driven through my lawn, dumped leaves in my yard, and locked my gate, thought she could dictate my hunting on my own property. She didn't know my cameras caught her posting the fine. I was Sarah, the 20-year-old farmer, Meadow Mart owner, conservationist, SWAT trainer, tech founder, federal health inspector, sharpshooter, sheriff, 911 dispatcher, and retired federal judge, and I just bought the 100-acre county parcel her HOA used for hiking, ready to shut it down. Her fine wasn't just absurd, it was an attack on my freedom, and I was about to close her trails for good. I stood by my truck, phone filming the notice as neighbors pinged by my security app gathered outraged. This wasn't just a fine, it was Karen's latest assault, blind to my ownership and strategy. My heart pounded, but a grin spread. She thought she could find my hunt? I was about to turn her hiking trails into my private reserve, with my deed as the lock. What unfolded wasn't just voiding a fine. It was a masterclass in property rights, bold retaliation, and community strength that left Karen trailless, her HOA crushed, and Crescent Meadows empowered. My ranch wasn't just land, it was her downfall, and my purchase was the checkmate. Karen's fine was her worst shot, and my closure was about to hit the mark. Crescent Meadows was a vibrant suburb, its rolling hills, bustling markets, and my Meadow Mart Cafe, a fierce stand against Karen Miller's HOA tyranny. Once choked by bans on disruptive activities like hunting and unapproved land use, it now thrived, with my 50-acre state-leased ranch and my farmhouse on unincorporated county land as its heart. My ranch, a haven for legal hunting, was HOA exempt, wired with cameras that caught every trespass. The 100-acre county parcel nearby, used by the HOA for hiking trails, was now mine, purchased quietly to counter Karen's overreach. I'm Sarah, the 20-year-old farmer, conservationist, SWAT trainer, Meadow Mart owner, tech founder of Crescent Code, federal health inspector, sharpshooter, county sheriff, 911 dispatcher, and retired federal judge who'd crushed Karen 47 times, buying Meadow Mart after her farm stand ban, exposing her assault on Lily, stopping her fishing derby, evicting her fishing club, jailing fake HOA cops, rallying for a pilot's defiance, retrieving my towed tractor, shutting down her cop call on my fence, backing Ibrahim Traore, ejecting her security patrol, protecting the Thompsons, winning court for my wrecked car, defending my mom's cold stand, exposing her 911 call on Senator Ellison, grounding her airline stunt, nailing her bank meddling, restoring my water pipe, towing her SUV, saving my mom's nurse, rescuing Emma from her kidnapping, saving Liam from her brick attack, foiling her field grab, scaring her with my bear, Bruno, defending Emma's wheelchair, stopping her 911 call on my ranch, saving Max from her clippers, voiding her lake fine, saving my pool party, recovering my stolen truck, foiling her power theft, stopping her sewage-powered lights, disarming her fake cop, rebuilding my sister's bridge, proving I owned her mortgage, stopping her assault on my wife, Alex, ejecting her trespassing officers, shutting off her pipeline, proving my Lamborghini legit, turning my lawn into an obstacle course, outshooting the FBI, stopping her fake cop, arrest, handling her 911, abuse, rescuing my kids from her kidnapping, towing her Mustangs from my garage, trapping her at my gate, burying her porch in mulch, and spiking her SUV on my lawn. My land purchase, a calculated strike, was my latest weapon. Karen Miller, mid-50s, was a desperate bully, her clipboard a flimsy prop for her fading control. Exiled, jailed, and bankrupted, she'd find me for hunting under a fake HOA wildlife rule, unaware her act was harassment. My land was private, and I owned her hiking trails. Her scheme, backed by a few HOA diehards, relied on forged community rules, blind to my cameras indeed. Key allies included Alex, my Delta Force operative wife, my sister, Mia, a nurse, my brother, Jake, a Marine, my cousin, Vince, leader of the Iron Riders bikers, my mother, Ellen, a sharpshooter with dialysis. Tom, my biologist friend who monitored my lake. Linda, the councilwoman who backed my fights. Lily, my waitress-turned-leader. And the Thompsons, especially Dr. James Thompson. Deputy Harris, my SWAT deputy, led the response, and my FBI contact, Agent Laura Chun, was ready to escalate. The Crescent Meadows Forum, our digital hub, would amplify the fight. The setting was a crisp May morning in 2027, at my ranch's driveway on a county road, where Karen's fine was posted and my cameras rolled. The nearby hiking trails, now my property, were marked for closure. Neighbors, alerted by my app, gathered in fury. Karen's fine was a crime, and her ignorance of my purchase was her fatal error. This wasn't just about hunting. It was Karen's final assault on Crescent Meadows' freedom. For me, it was a chance to protect my rights, expose her overreach, and unite our community. As I filmed, I knew this fight would echo our victories and blaze with our strength. Karen's fine was a reckless overstep. No hunting, her notice barked, pinned to my mailbox with a $5,000 demand. I filmed, shouting, "This is my private land, Karen. You can't find my legal hunt." My cameras caught her posting it at dawn. I radioed Harris, who laughed. Harassment and extortion? She's lost her trails. Ellen, with Emma and Liam, texted my hunting license, saying, "Karen's out of bounds." Linda vowed to bring county officials, noting, "Finding a judge's hunt? Jail." I called Agent Chun, who snapped, "This is FBI-level harassment." Neighbors swarmed, filming the notice. My forum post exploded. "Karen, find my hunting. I closed her hiking trails." Hashtags Karen, find my hunt, and hashtag protect Sarah's rights trended, hitting 105 million views. Jake, my barista, live streamed from Meadowmart, showing my footage and new deed. "Crescent Meadows hunts with Sarah," he said, hitting 110 million views. Lily handed out flyers about hunting laws, explaining Sarah's hunt is legal. Karen's a fraud. Karen's HOA cronies, a trio with signs, "Protect wildlife," try to defend her, but neighbors drown them out, chanting Sarah's hunt. Mia shared my judicial rulings, proving my clout. I share my camera clip. "Karen, find me. She's losing her trails." The video hit 950 million views. James Thompson arrived, saying, "She targeted us too. We're testifying." His federal weight shook the cronies. Harris's SWAT team and Chin's FBI unit arrived, inspecting the notice. "It's a forged fine," Chin said, noting Karen's signature. I posted no trespassing signs on my new 100-acre parcel, live streaming. "Karen, find my hunt. Her trails are closed." The stream hit 5 billion views, with news vans circling. Comments flooded. "Sarah's a boss." "Karen's grounded." Linda arrived with a county prosecutor, announcing Karen's fine is felony harassment. The crowd chanted "Hunt! Hunt!" as the cronies fled. The FBI found Karen at her condo, clutching a fake wildlife rulebook. Harris cuffed her as I fenced off the trails. Karen rambled, "It's HOA land," but Chin held up my footage and deed. "You're under federal arrest," she said. The forum planned a hunt-free day at Meadowmart, with music and hunting talks. Karen's lie about wildlife collapsed. My hunt owed nothing. The stage was set, not just to void her fine, but to crush her reign and rally Crescent Meadows around my land. Her fine was her end, and my purchase was my victory. My ranch was a fortress of justice. Karen stood cuffed in her condo, trembling, as Harris and Chun reviewed her fake rulebook. The livestream hit 5.5 billion views, with hashtag Karen Find My Hunt and hashtag Protect Sarah's Rights trending globally. Neighbors packed my driveway, waving signs, "Sarah's Hunt. No HOA finis." News crews broadcast live, anchors calling it a judge's land grab versus HOA tyranny. The air crackled, and I was ready to lock Karen out. Tom addressed the crowd, voice steady. "Sarah's ranch is private, HOA-exempt county land. Karen's fine is felony harassment." He showed my footage and trail deed, proving her crime. Neighbors cheered, sharing the clips online. Ellen handed out flyers, saying, "Sarah's our judge. Karen, find her hunt." The forum surged. "Karen's a crook. Sarah's our hero. A viral tweet read, HOA Karen finds judge's hunt, loses hiking trails. Hashtag Karen find my hunt. Karen yelled, "It's for nature." But Shin held up my footage, stating, "You committed harassment and extortion." Her face crumpled. She hadn't known my purchase. National hunting groups joined X, posting, "Karen's attack on Sarah's rights is a disgrace. Support Crescent Meadows." The Change.org petition, Justice for Sarah's Hunt, hit 110 million signatures, with comments like, "Sarah's a legend," and "Karen's done." Linda spoke to reporters, voice firm. "Sarah's hunt and land are our pride. Karen's fine threatens us all." She announced a council motion to fine the HOA $1.8 million and ban all operations. The crowd roared, chanting "Hunt free." The HOA, gutted by scandals, leaked texts disavowing Karen. "She's rogue." Neighbors guarded my ranch, as Vince's biker crew patrolled the trails. I grabbed the megaphone, heart pounding. "Karen find my hunt, but I'm a federal judge and sheriff. I own her trails." I proposed a hunt-free day at Meadowmart, with hunting demos, music, and a fundraiser for land rights, inviting all. The crowd cheered, volunteering to fence the trails. I shared online, "Karen's fine is void. Join us for Sarah's hunt." The live stream hit 6.5 billion views, with hashtag HuntFreeDay trending. Comments flooded. "Sarah's unstoppable. Karen's lost." Karen made a last stand, yelling at Shun, "The HOA's above you." But Rachel, my attorney, arrived with a federal indictment. "You're charged with harassment, extortion, and conspiracy," she said, as Harris tightened her cuffs. The crowd parted, phones filming her walk to the FBI van. Jake's stream hit 11 billion views, with comments like, "Bye, Karen." Hunt wins. News ran headlines. 20-year-old judge sheriff closes HOA Karen's trails after hunting fine. Lily organized kids to paint hunt-free signs, while Tom tied it to my lake, saying Sarah protects our rights. Harris secured my ranch, and neighbors cheered. Shun verified my deed, and Linda promised county funding for a Crescent Wild sign, marking my ranch's status. The stage was set for a victory that would void the fine, end Karen's reign, and show Crescent Meadows' power. Karen was cuffed, but the closure's impact would shock everyone. The federal courthouse roared with justice as Karen faced trial, my trails fenced off. The livestream hit 12 billion views, with hashtag Karen Find My Hunt and hashtag Protect Sarah's Rights trending worldwide. Neighbors packed the gallery, waving hunt-free signs as news crews filmed. I held a megaphone, my roles as judge, sheriff, and landowner now a verdict, my evidence our blade, ready to bury Karen. Judge Rivera, a federal veteran, called order. "Ms. Miller, you're charged with harassment, extortion, and conspiracy," he said. Rachel presented my footage, showing Karen posting the fine. "The plaintiff is a retired federal judge, sheriff, and landowner who owns the trails," she said. The gallery cheered, phones filming for the forum, where comments surged. "Karen's done. Sarah's our queen." Shin testified, voice sharp. Karen's fine violated property rights and federal law. She showed the fake rulebook, sparking gasps. Linda announced the council's $1.8 million HOA fine and dissolution vote. The crowd chanted "Hunt, Hunt," as kids waved painted rifles, symbols of our win. Tom showed my trail deed, proving my ownership. "Sarah's purchase crushed her," he said, sparking applause. I unveiled a Crescent Wild sign sketch, county-backed, to mark my ranch's status. "This land's mine, not Karen's," I said, sharing it online, a deer under a state seal. The forum erupted. "Perfect. Sarah's legacy." Rivera reviewed the evidence, footage, deed, rulebook, calling it irrefutable. Karen, pleading not guilty, claimed it's HOA rules. But Rachel played her notice, exposing her lies. Rivera ruled, guilty on all counts. 7 years for Miller, $3.1 million in damages to Sarah, and HOA dissolution. The gallery roared as Karen slumped, broken. My digital dossier, footage, deed, indictments was handed to the press, ensuring conviction. News ran it live. 20-year-old judge sheriff closes HOA Karen's trails after hunting fine. The crowd surged, music blaring, as hunt-free day plans took shape. I gave a mic to Alex, who grinned. "Sarah's hunt is our pride," she said. Neighbors hugged her, guarding our ranch in solidarity. This wasn't just Karen's defeat. It was Crescent Meadows' triumph, proof our rights could outshine tyranny. As my trail stood closed, justice roared. Karen's conviction was Crescent Meadows' victory. News ran headlines like Judge Sheriff closes HOA Karen's trails after hunting fine and Sarah's hunt triumphs. The live stream hit 15 billion views, with hashtag Karen Find My Hunt trending for weeks. Fan art of my deer sign as a justice symbol flooded the forum, and hunting groups invited me to speak. Talk shows called, but I stayed grounded, saying this is about our rights. Hunt-free day was a sensation. Thousands joined, neighbors, kids, Harris's team, touring my ranch, dancing, and unveiling the Crescent Wild sign. Meadow Mart catered, and Tom led eco-talks, tying the trails to my lake's bluefins. The event raised $8 million for land rights, and state leaders hailed it as a model. The forum buzzed with photos. Sarah's hunt shines. No more Karens. The HOA was eradicated. Linda's vote fined it $1.8 million and dissolved it, with new laws banning harassment. Karen got 7 years, was banned from Crescent Meadows, and vanished to a prison cell, reportedly arguing over rules. Don't Find Like Karen became a local joke painted on trails. My ranch and trails became tourist draws, with visitors admiring the sign. Meadow Mart and my farm stand soared. The cafe hosting wild nights with music and hunting talks. Tourists flocked to Sarah's trails, boosting sales. Neighbors brought gifts, mini rifles, sheriff patches, saying my fight inspired them. Tom's data showed my lake thriving, celebrated at a community feast. The digital dossier, footage, deed, verdicts, was studied for property laws, influencing policy. Lily mentored kids, painting eco signs for the ranch. The forum planned a wild fest with hunting demos, music, and SWAT drills, cementing our spirit. Sarah turned Karen's fine into our triumph. One post read, "I hired teens to patrol my trails, giving them pride." At the fest, under a Wild Forever banner, Linda toasted, "To Sarah, Alex, Harris, and Crescent Meadows, where hunts defeat tyrants." Fireworks burst, kids danced, and my ranch glowed. Karen's fine had been a spark, but we'd built a legacy. Meadow Mart, my ranch, and my trails were our stronghold, proof no bully could curb our freedom. As stars shone, I knew Crescent Meadows would always stand wild, proud, and unstoppable.